Welcome to Smash and Splash 3. We are here for 64 Top 8. It's going to be pretty exciting.
Oh, yeah, we got a nice bracket.
Big lineup here for Top 8. We've got Boom that came in, Dexter, Tacos, Bark Sanchez, and we've got a couple Midwest guys that made it in. We've got Combo Plays. We've got Dogs Johnson, and we've got Battle Cal. Battle Cal pulled off a big upset yesterday to get into Top 8. He beat me. Yeah. Oh. He beat me 2-1, so he's now in the Top 8. It's got a good showing for Midwest. Dogs Johnson's looked really strong this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Combo Blaze had a really good set with Wizrobe. He could have taken a couple games. And it was a 3-0 for Wizrobe, but it looked very close.
Close 3-0.
Yeah, and Battle Cal's been playing out of his mind this past weekend. So it's interesting to see how these Midwest players are doing, defending kind of their home turf from the invasion of Florida, Baltimore, Canada, Mexico, and Texas, which is Boom, Wizrobe, Bark, Tacos, and Dexter. So the top 8's mostly what we projected, other than the Battle Cal sneaking in. We're going to have, on the winner's side, we have Boom versus Tacos, and that's on one-year winner semis. We have Dexter and Wizrobe. That's going to be a rematch from G4, where they actually split sets going 1-1. Wizrobe winning on the winner's side of bracket, Dexter winning in the loser's side of bracket and eliminating Wizrobe. So that'll be another rematch. It's going to be very exciting. It's very interesting to see how that rivalry, that was 2017 rivalry, is going. And then on losers, we have Bark versus Dogs, which I believe is the first time we're going to see that in bracket. I don't know if they've played before. And then Combo Blaze versus Battle Cal. That's like a battle of Chicago, and that's kind of
Chicago
that's that's a title match. That's like the who's the best in Chicago.
Yeah. So currently, as someone who's in the Chicago scene myself, we say that Combo Blaze is number 1. I think right now that Maps is number 2.
I don't know about that. Battle Cal has to be number 2.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Battle Cal hasn't been playing that much recently.
True, very true.
So we can't really say. And typically, Como says that he's number 3 because he only gets beaten by Maps in Combo Blaze. So you say that it's a title match, but like having seen these two guys play before, I think most of Chicago would be very surprised if Battle Cal walked away with it. Because, so far, the record is heavily in Combo Blaze's favor.
I would say on paper it's going to be in favor of Combo. He's a higher seed. He has better results. He's been playing a lot more recently. Mm-hmm. This is only Battle Cal's second tournament in a long time. He took a hiatus since, I believe, Zenith 2014, and then came back for Boss Battle last year. So, Battle Cal's, kind of coming back to it, and I would agree with you. If I'm making a bet, I'm going to put Combo on it. But I believe that Battle Cal can steal the set.
He might have it in him if he's able to learn fast enough. Because I feel like what I've seen from watching his sets, and I know you mentioned it on Friday during pools, is that Combo or Battle Cal has a lot of technical skill and he has a lot of experience. So like he knows his Pikachu combos. He knows his spacing and his fundamentals pretty well. But a lot of the more recent tech that we've been seeing in the past 2 or 3 years is sort of unfamiliar to him.
I agree. Yeah.
But I think that he definitely has the skills and the capacity as a player to learn and adapt during the game. And he's starting to see that tech. He's starting to understand that tech and figure out what to do to counter it. So if he's able to adapt fast enough to Combo Blaze's blistering offense, then I think that he does have a chance. But given that these two guys play all the time, I sort of question his ability to adapt any further than he already has.
We'll see. But we're going to get started here for top 8. We're going to get over to the MC. He's going to introduce the players, and we're going to get going, I believe, on losers 8s.
Excellent.
So we're going to cut to the MC now.
Check. All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Smash and Splash 3 Top 8 64. I'm your host, D Disciple. I have no... There we go. So... we got like a nice little representative from all across the nation out here. I hear that we have some international pieces out here, but right now I want to bring it up to player 1. Can I get Bark Sanchez on stage? Yo, Bark, is this your first time on Top 8 for Smash and Splash 3?
For Smash and Splash 3, yeah.
All right, what do you got to say against your opponent?
I think Dogs can do it.
You think Dogs can do it?
Yeah, but I won't let him.
Oh, you won't let him? All right, well, can I get Dogs Johnson on stage right now? Dogs. So Bark Sanchez has said he thinks he can do it, but he's not going to let you. What do you got to say about that?
It's getting 5 stocked.
Ooh, all right, 5 stock. So That's what I like to hear. Oh, no handshake. Oh, wow. Not even a fist bump? All right, I respect it. Got to keep the germs. All right, so we're going to stop off this top 8. You guys ready? All right, multi-balls and shears, take it away.
So here we go. We're going to have Bark Sanchez versus Dogs. Bark, in tournament and top 8, he almost never switches off Pika. I'd really be surprised if he ever switches. Dogs has a few characters. He's mostly a Falcon main. He has a Pika that he can pull out, and he's just recently pulled out a Puff that's kind of surprised us a bit. He played Wizrobe fairly close in the beginning of his set with Puff, but I do believe he's going to stick to Falcon in this set. Falcon has a pretty good matchup with Pikachu. It's one of Pikachu's hardest matchup spreads. So I think Bark's got this in the bag. I mean, he's really been seen to do very well against top-level Falcons. He's beaten Alvin's Falcon. He's played Boom Falcon pretty close. I remember at Pound 2016 that was close. So Bark has a good grasp on the Falcon matchup as Pika, but Dogs has some very impressive wins with Falcon, mostly in money matches. He beat Bonsai at SmashCon in a best-of-5 money match, which is a huge win for him. He was very impressive, his Falcon on his Pika. So I'm pretty sure Dogs is going to stick to Falcon here, but we might see a Pika Ditto. We might see him if it gets out of hand in the first 2 games. He actually might pull out Puff to see if he can steal a game from Bark's Pika.
Yeah, Puff against Pikachu is a tough matchup, so I'd be sort of surprised to see that in the. Oh, it looks like we're getting right into the match.
Okay, so I do agree. It is fairly tough. However, if Puff can win the neutral, Puff can take a stock with very simple setups. So Bark coming in strong with this edge
nice
guard.
DI. And
Great
even on
DI,
the down
yeah.
tilt.
So,
but it doesn't keep him
what
alive.
we see a lot of lower and inexperienced players do is they'll continue to forward smash and down tilt. Bark, very high level. He knows the matchup well. The ledge DI saves Falcon. It's very good. But Pika has an answer for that, and that's the runoff back here.
Dogs Johnson has been going for that up tilt all this weekend.
Great DI by Bark to get too high to follow up after those attacks. But Dogs takes it right back. We're down at 4 stocks here. Back and forth. This set, we're going to see a lot of back and forth. We'll see quick edge guards by Pika. We'll see quick combos by Falcon. That's what makes this. Oh, great fastball in there. Does he get it?
Yeah, that should
awesome
do it.
combo by Dogs Johnson. So a lot of Falcons go for, they get too up air heavy, and there's chances where Pika can hit a platform and tech. The fastball in there was great because you can run, set up the up air to down air, and that was so efficient, so clean, and it looks good. That was great by Dogs.
Oh, man, that up air cleanly beating out
Dash
Falcon's
attack,
down
interesting
air.
choice. Normally see him go for a running grab, but the dash attack was great. Bark gets the edge guard, turns right back. So we've seen stock, very quick, very back and forth. We're a minute in, and that's what we see out of this matchup.
Yeah, and one thing that I've noticed is that both of these players are doing a very good job dealing with the Angel invincibility. A lot of times in a matchup like this, it'll come down in large part to how the player deals with the invincibility the other player gets coming off the respawn platform.
I agree. There's both these characters are fast, so once you kill them, you have to be very careful on what you do for the next 60 seconds when they're invincible, or 60 frames when they're invincible.
Right.
Standard check chase from Bark. Good. Yeah, so that's what you do. You run off, you edge hog the ledge. Falcon only has one way to really get back. So a lot of Pikas they run off Nair, which Falcon can sometimes catch with his up B. But when you run off up B sweet spot, you either hog the ledge or you have an option then to drop off and punish the up B, as opposed to like forcing and getting your weaker hit from Nair that doesn't end up effectively edge guarding Falcon at low percents.
Dogs Johnson went for that up tilt at the edge again, and it hasn't been working out for him so far.
Very interesting up B by Bark there. Do you see that? He went.
Oh, that was
such a good call out by Dogs.
Oh man, it looked like he missed, but then he got the second chance.
That's a good call out. So we saw Bark smiling too. He like really respected that from Dogs. Both these players respect each other.
Yeah, I don't think Dogs meant to run off the ledge right there.
And Bark does that again. The drop off back air. That's it's pretty good. There's not much that Falcon can do to get around yet because Pika's back air has a good hitbox. The bigger thing is he's gotta get under, weave through. It's hard.
Yeah, so these players have just been trading stocks, and if they keep trading stocks like they have been.
Dogs had a chance there. He got the Nair, but he might get it here. Did he not have a second jump? I feel like he could have up aired again. Pika was at like a mid-percent, which you can still usually chain up airs.
I think he spent it to pressure.
Yeah. Good fastball to avoid the force smash. Force smash for Pika, like it looks good and it's great at lower levels. High levels, it's very avoidable. It comes out slow. It lasts too long, but you can react to it, and you can always get good ledge DI. But great down base, signature Bark Sanchez edge guard. It was back and forth the whole time, and then Bark stole those last 2 sets because Dogs dropped that combo. So Dogs doesn't drop that combo, and he didn't just go for that up either. I feel like if he had that second up, I couldn't see if he did it. Dogs would have been able to follow it up, take a stock, bring the last stock, and the last stock game is effectively a coin flip. I mean, in these characters where either one can take a stock easily, you need to get to that last stock. So Dogs has to not drop those combos and be very quick.
Yeah, so this is his second chance to make good on his promise to 5-stock Bark. And it doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go. Yeah,
that was a great up B. A great up B by Dogs. And Pika's forward smash is so slow. Falcon's up B can catch him before it comes out.
I shouldn't kill from that far off the stage.
Good edge hog. Great. So a lot of Falcons, they don't stick to that edge guard. They'll jump and do like a down air or an up air. And Bark usually knows like the habits that Falcons have, so he knows he can just directly go to the ledge and grab it. So it was great for Dogs to not come into an aerial and just the edge hog. It was a great read and it led to another stock. And now he's up 2 stocks on Bark.
2 stocks in a row. He's got 3 more to go if he wants to make good on that promise.
The crowd might be cheering, like looking like this is a big upset lead, but this matchup can go either way. You know, either character can reverse 5 stock the other. But Dogs, this isn't going to kill it.
Yeah, he's looking pretty good.
He's kind of inside the stage.
And there's that up tilt.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's a hard call out.
It's a strong multi-hit move. It's actually really impressive how strong Falcon's up tilt is. But it's not going to cover a sweet spot like that. You've got to do a down tilt, which just kind of sits right underneath. Pika's coming down vertically, and you can catch him as right before he hits it, and it pushes him at a good distance. But Dogs.
Yeah, the Midwest crowd.
Okay, now this
standing up for their own boy.
Now this is a lead that you start getting comfortable with, right? Now Bark can take a stock here. You should get a stock here. Yeah, good run off there. Very patient from Bark. But 5-2, that's scary. You know, 5-3, you feel like as a Pika, you can always kind of come back. You should a couple grabs. But 5-2, you can't lose the neutral. Bark cannot lose the neutral anytime for the rest of this game. Otherwise, he's going to lose this set.
Oh,
Run off back.
3,
yeah.
And that'll be it.
But Bark's a higher skill than Dogs. Dogs is a very strong up-and-coming player. He's improved tremendously in the last. What does he do? Oh, Dogs took way too long to get to that ledge. He was like hesitant. He was trying to figure out.
I think he was trying to time it so that he would catch Bark coming back.
Yeah, but that was bad. I didn't like what Dogs did there. You grab the ledge.
Agree.
Pika doesn't have many options to get back. You can just grab ledge, drop, jump, and down air and cover that whole zone instead of trying to go for another stylish up B stage spike.
Well, given that he was already off stage, I don't know if he had the time to set that up. Yeah, that's very dangerous, but it worked out.
Oh, Dogs,
and he's still on stage.
Can you get the read? He's gotta get there faster to punish.
And he still manages to get out of that flop situation.
So Dogs' lead has kind of disappeared here. It's
Bark
still
has
technically a lead, but at this point,
yeah,
this could be it. He gets the hook.
That's
That's
not
bad.
the hitbox he wanted.
Yeah, it's not what he wanted. So the reverse up air is always going to hook. It's going to send him the other way. It works like a horizontal hit.
Yeah, that should be clean textbook for Bark.
Dogs does have the invincibility. Bark's just going to run it out on the ledge.
Yeah, that's the thing to do
Bark's
against
scary
Falcon.
on the ledge. As Falcon, you don't really want to go and challenge Bark on the ledge. He's going to read you, he's going to punish you, and he's going to get a hit.
This is really bad.
Starts off the Dogs fishing for that smash. Bad. Big mistake.
Heavy commit.
Oh, he gets it.
He's still got another chance.
He escapes. Dog grabs the ledge. What does he do? That's going to be it. That's it. Yeah. Dogs lead.
He'll have
blue
one
away.
chance, but yeah, that's not. He gets the
ledge DI.
The reverse ledge DI.
He misses the grab. The back throw would have killed Pika.
Again,
he misses the
he's
grab.
gonna need to come back.
Great evasion by Dogs.
Mixed it up. All right, so this puts him in a favorable edge guard position.
That's it.
Yeah, that should kill straight up.
Tough for Dogs. This is.
Yeah.
That was his set. That was his game. He had a 5-2 lead. Bark brought it back.
Yeah, you can see Bark breathing a sigh of relief.
Dogs, poor guy. He made a couple mistakes there. Like we talked about
He made a couple heavy commits in a high pressure
situation. He tried doing that up B again. Big mistake. Should have ledge grab, drop, jump, down air, cover the whole edge. Would have been up, what, 4-1 on Bark. Would have been able to take that set. He made some really great decisions off stage when he was recovering on that last stock and got back. That was very, very good work by Dogs, and I believe he keeps it up. That's gonna be a stock. He keeps it up. I wouldn't be surprised if he can reverse. They got the stock. They can count wrong on there. But Dogs actually down 2-0. It's Bark's up 2-0. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dogs can bring this to Game 5.
He's gonna need to make some changes right now and probably go for fewer of those flashy hard commits.
Bark's not new to the big stage. Dogs is, and he's got to make sure those like micro mistakes don't get to his head, because if he can keep his composure and he can continue to play the way he's been playing, but with correcting a couple of those like panic decisions, I think he can come back on from down 2-0 in this set.
You're right. I definitely think that he has it in him.
Great up B. And Bark misses his. Bark can get back from there. Dogs, I like how he was just quick. He didn't want to risk it again, and he was quick to just up B back. You can Pika's best option is going to be back to the ledge, so you still are kind of with good stage controls, Falcon. So I did like what Dogs did there, but now yeah, Bark up another stock.
He's got a chance.
That might be a stock. Did Bark DI'd in? Okay. So when you DI in a little bit,
there's the read he's been going for that whole time.
Now
just 2 in a row. 3
no,
in a row.
Now turn around and drop down here. What are you doing? I don't like what he's doing.
Oh, yeah,
so
Wispy pushed him off.
Pika couldn't go anywhere but max distance to the ledge. So what Dogs was kept facing Pika, after that third up tilt, he should have just turned around and then grabbed to the ledge and then dropped down air. He would have spiked Bark. You can cover that very easy as Falcon.
Well, I don't know what he was doing, challenging him right in his face off the Angel platform.
Bark with that roll, I think he wanted to flat drop, but the roll was kind of a mistake. He could have punished Falcon when missing the up smash. Bark didn't do it though. So Dog, getting the stock back basically.
Man. Look at this in of his spacing battle. Yeah, the extra.
We can smash it.
Man. A high pressure situation. Whichever player goes down a stock first is going to have. Oh,
yeah,
no
good.
DI.
Classic Bark edge guard. He did it game 1. He missed the game 2, but he gets it there.
Right, and now Dogs is really going to have to fight back if he wants another chance at getting the 5 stock he promised.
Hook up air. Oh, he double jumped early. So that was another.
Yeah, he might have also missed a stick jump.
I feel like it was a panic move by Dogs. Getting too excited.
And that
Great
should do
up
it.
B read. Yeah, that's what you need to do.
I call that the level 9 strat of being neutral.
Yeah, it's
Dab to reset the edge guard.
the CPUs. They know what they're doing.
Occasionally, yeah.
So Dogs has a chance.
All right, so this is practically an even game. 11% doesn't amount to much in the long run. He was being really aggressive in the face of Bark's Angel invincibility, but he got away with it.
Misses the grab. That's gonna be tough. Mark should get it.
Yeah, that's it.
He's got a sweet spot. Yeah. So if Pika doesn't sweet spot there, so that was a 3-0 from Bark, but
it was a close 3-0.
I don't want people if people look at results, they say, oh, he got 3-0.
Mike's on.
That's a game that could have gone either way.
Right.
Either way for those guys.
Right. And
Dogs
Congratulations to Bark Sanchez for advancing. Well, let's keep this going on a roll.